to check Mr. Direct Hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
Ready? Yellow lady?
48 months. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Easy, opposite.
From the 27, Breeze is going to fire one deep and got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Cut. Shit.
Kill.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
It's third and goal.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's third and goal.
Target. 53.
48 for Mike.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 and the Cowboys pick up the first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Pollard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own...
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, this is Kamara working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Check 24, check 24. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
You kill.
This is Murray. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, it's Murray, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 13.
12, 12, 12.
A run, it's Murray. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Safe. Check safety. Check nickel.
Over.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground. Here's Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Check, everybody. Not today, you are. Not today. We're going to 52. Check.
47's the mic.
Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to Elliott again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's third down.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch, hey.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
47's the mark, 47. Check, 47.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike, 47. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Pushes past him. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike, 47. Gun.
10th carry now for Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Go, get out there, get out there. 47. There we go, kill. I got you. 27 right.
They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
48 to Mike. Watch the slant.
There's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Breeze going to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Here we go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the red zone now, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
If they do that, they'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Easy, opposite. Check. Lucky. Slam. Topper. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill. 5-9.
A give to Kamara running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Easy, opposite.
Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Back to throw Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check. Under. 47, Mike, 47. All day, dog. Check out route.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Again, 7. And the Cowboy first down.
Check 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They're on 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I got you, boy. I got you. Hey, Charlie.
First throw of overtime for Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
11. Hey, exit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, Q. Smooth.
Now Breeze. This is caught by Gibb.
5-9.
It's 2nd and 6.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 15. Check 15.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
13. Greystone, travel.
Now Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Kill kick.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Slam, slam, slam.
Here we go. Here we go.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready. You ready?
Check 48's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Check 37, check 37.
Check, check, check. 80 weapon.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Get the ball. Check.
Hey, kill.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Yellow waiting.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey, kill.
Joker.
5-8. Hey, wahoo. Protein spill.
49, check 49, check 49. Check no.
Kill. 5-8.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. Buying time to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
On the pickup brings up second and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Yeah. Check three. Go. Get out there. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 27 yards there, a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's out of time. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, if he holds on, it's game over. Instead, 2nd down. They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. 47 mic. 26.
Prescott yet again. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.